shaboom, and shabam. You know, it's pretty good, man. Would be more damage, but I'm just trying to flex, right? Just trying to flex. And we didn't even use Brigid. Just to like, we have 9, you know what I mean? It's like, this is really good, right? Like, damn, I don't know. I didn't think it would be this good, but it's really good. What's up, guys? So Kithkins are super dope. This is a really good build, I think, that I have here for you. Now, I am 2 rares short. The first order of business here is you probably want 3 of these, but I only have 1. Now, I think this is an absolutely incredible card. The Ward 2, I think, really does push it. And yeah, this is fabulous. But for right now, we're going to replace the 2 with Eclipsed Kithkin, which actually adds a lot of consistency. And you will see we have a pretty high density of cards. There's probably more one-ofs than people want, but it is day 1, and I am poor. But I actually always try to find ways to justify, you know, one-ofs and stuff, and I think we're onto something. Now, you could put like for the common good over here. Now it looks a little less messy there. Right, you know that this can be sort of improved. You don't have to be playing Personifies. I'll be talking about this in 1 second, but I think this is absolutely a blowout card. And there are some other Kithkins, right, that you maybe want more copies of, which is Brigid, the best card in the deck. You could go 3, but sometimes you don't even really need to, because we don't have too many big, huge stuff, because the amount of mana that you're going to get with this is kind of insane. You only really need to get like 5 land drops in this deck, so you can hard cast your Elspeth and stuff, and you can tap your Brigids for anything else. And if you are short, obviously you're going to do that. There's turns where you're going to double like 2-drop Kithkin and Elspeth in the same turn, and it's pretty overwhelming. And there's some like triggers and stuff that don't look very strong, but when you're doubling them up with Roaming Throne, you're like in friggin' business, dude. Like, I promise you. And we actually did have to make room for some Ajanis in the 3-drop slot as well, which is incredible. This is a Kithkin every turn. The planeswalker that they have to get through and deal with, have some removal for, and it has a removal mode on it with the tapped creature thing. This is pretty damn strong and sort of perfect, right? Forcing them to turn sideways to kill this, or use one of their probably only 1 or 2 removal spells, maybe. Leaving your Brigid to be able to sit there. Things like Thoughtweft Lieutenant, very misleadingly okay, you'll see in the video today. Able to sit there and start doing 4, 5, 6 damage a turn with the trample. You can also distribute those buffs and distribute that trample. When you're doubling it up with Roaming Throne, say you have 4 Kithkin enter that turn, which is not hard at all. That's 8 triggers of this. 8 +1/+1 and 8 instances of trample you can apply. So that's misleadingly strong with something like Roaming Throne. There's a lot that this is benefiting, but that's probably one of the more realistic ones. You're also getting a double token here, right? Your Mutable Explorer. We just have the 1 copy. This could easily go up to like 2 or 3 as well, because when you make that Mutavault, Elspeth's gonna double that. Roaming Throne's gonna double that. So if you double this trigger and make 2 Moldavaults, well, there's two double Moldavaults, so you're getting 4, right? So that's pretty damn incredibly strong. Now, I did want to sneak in 1 Brigid's Command, because this is actually pretty powerful, allowing you to make a copy token of one of your actual Kithkins, right? Which then you can, you know, continuously get value from if you double that with Elspeth or your Roaming Throne, and that's pretty damn good. And the modality of this is awesome, as well as sort of just being a removal spell, pump spell, all that. So pretty cool. Now, the Chronicle of Victory is the best version of an effect like this that we've seen. And I think when you have like 1 Chronicle of Victory, it is legendary. 1 maybe Banner of Kinship, you're pretty much in business, because your Elspeth is, you know, zeroing every turn. All your guys are going to be having flying. They're all getting bigger each turn. And when you slap down something like Chronicle of Victory, your wide, huge board of little Kithkins that all overlap and buff each other now also have +2/+2 first strike trample, and probably just a huge buff here, and flying, right, because of the Elspeth. So it's just like so hard to deal with this unless they're just board wiping you, which is a problem. Now, there is a couple cute little tricks for keeping us alive that I just sprinkled in. Like Royal Treatment, I think, is pretty damn fabulous, because it's like, hey, I'm going to keep my guy alive for this turn. allowing me to tap Brigid one more time, right? Now they're really going to want to kill the Brigid or whatever the hell. They have to pay the extra ward. Now they're using 2 removal spells. They just paid an extra mana. And now I'm going to Personify. I'm going to keep that very important creature alive. Maybe re-get the ETB, right? A lot of ETB stuff going on. And you also get another Kithkin. This is a blowout card. Obviously, Sheltered by Ghost comes to mind because it'll fizzle. It won't have a target. You'll get your ETB. You'll get more board present. Absolutely insane. So this sprinkled with this can sort of help your stuff stay alive. You do have Ward 2 on your Roaming Thrones. Bristlebane Battler has Ward, which is definitely the best part of the card. Now, there is another very good 2-drop Kithkin here in the 2-drop slot. Now, this card is incredibly powerful, don't get me wrong, but the way that we've built the deck, the best thing that you can probably hit would be a Roaming Throne, because we don't really have any creatures past that. So that's the way that I've built the deck, but you can easily lean into just heavy creature stuff. But I actually almost think this doesn't even really need to be in Kithkins. Maybe something like Goblins, and you can cheat out something huge that you wouldn't be able to cast otherwise, because Goblins only get up to like 4 mana, 5 mana sometimes, you know? Maybe you could easily have like 7 Goblins and throw down a 7-drop. Anyway, good card, but it is a first strike lifelinker just pretty much here. Now, there is a killer 1-drop here in the form of Goldmeadow Nomad. Now, this is 2 1-drop Kithkins in 1 card. And this would be our 9th 1-drop Kithkin, basically, essentially. And what's kind of cool is you can do this when you want to. It's only 1 mana, getting you, and that mana is instantly replaced by Brigid, because every creature that you have, she's tapping for more. So it's essentially like a second Kithkin on a 1-drop when you need it for almost free, assuming you have a Brigid and stuff. Now, that's pretty damn good. This is one of the cards that we can pump a whole bunch of mana into. If Brigid's tapping for 10, you need 10 mana to get it all the way up to the 7/8 with protection. Now, this is cool. This isn't actually as good as it looks. You don't need this card, but I happen to get one, so I thought, hey, let's have a 9th 1-drop there. Now, there are some Kithkins here that I have that I'm not playing. The other 1-drop Kithkin would be Kin's Bale Aspirant here. Now, the thing about this is sometimes you can't, sometimes you don't want to reveal the Kithkin that you have in your hand. Sometimes you won't have the Kithkin in your hand. And also, even though that trigger when another creature enters can be pretty serious, especially with a Roaming Throne when it's already a 2/1 1-drop, I think it is just probably better to get 2 creatures out of 1. So I think this is the guy here, but you could sprinkle in some more if you wanted a more aggressive build. Now, the other thing I'll say is Ballyrush Banneret caught my attention, because there are some soldiers that might be worth it, but then it started to get a little messy and inconsistent. The best soldier, I think, is probably just this 3-drop Cosmogrand Zenith, which then made me think, oh, we need some more card draw, right? And then, well, we're not really making Kithkin tokens. It's not exactly perfect, but the counter on each of the stuff can be really good. I mean, this is just an incredible Magic card, but stuff started to get a little weird. So just something to consider. Now, if you had some sort of enchantment synergy and stuff, this could be really strong, because this is a creature and an enchantment. Very, very cool with that activated ability. Could be relevant. And Crossroads Watcher is sometimes going to be like an 8/3 Trampler, for 3 mana, which isn't too bad, but ultimately, none of these really, I just wanted to point some of those cards out, really made the cut. Now, for the common good, I want to talk about as something that gives you a whole turn, gives you a little bit of life, gives all your tokens indestructible, which allows us to maybe sneak in some cheeky damage that turn, but also, of course, keep up on the blockers and just absorb all their damage for that turn, which is pretty darn strong. And it could be pretty cool if you make like a Brigid's Command, right? You get a copy of maybe like a Roaming Throne, and then you get a copy of that. That could be pretty cool. And ooh, yeah. So there are some cool lines here, but really, this isn't needed. You could easily replace this with something else. Maybe even the second season of Gathering. I actually really like this card because destroy artifact or enchantment, destroy all permanents of a chosen type, can be a complete blowout, and we don't really have that much interaction otherwise for that. And also the trample. Vigilance trample is really strong. The flexibility and modality of this is perfect, and this is also the only real card that's just like draw a bunch of cards that we have. Now, I thought about, you could maybe go 2 Season of Gatherings, take that out or something. But hey, man, it's day 1. We're going to have some fun. Now, Elspeth just wins the game by itself. We know that. There is another Anthem. I don't know if I talked about this yet, but this is a flash 4/5. So you can easily flash this out and like take out a 4/4 when they turn sideways, right? So this is almost sort of a secret like removal spell that also buffs your guys and then remains there as a large body. So that's pretty good. This is pretty good. Maybe 2 could be awesome, but I think the 4 Roman Thrones is pretty necessary. We're trying to go cray, and it works better than you'd think for sure. So yeah, there's a lot going on. The Mutable Explorer is very interesting. Actually, I think I want to re-explore this. I talked about this. Now, this is just a 2-1, which is fine. But, you know, this guy, after getting you some value, you can just get a couple buffs of trample. Now he's like a 4-3 swinging in. And this guy's already done a lot of work for you if that happens, right? This is misleadingly good, actually. So, yeah, there's a lot going on. It is day 1, so I'm not claiming that this is perfect or anything. But hopefully this gave you some inspiration. And, yeah, much love, you guys. I have 2 great games for you today. And the mana base is pretty simple. You know, I had the Scry lands, right? I have 1 of the Pain lands. The mana is pretty consistent. You don't really need to be playing 4 Surveils for Scries, but I just kind of like to be able to pitch those lands when I don't want them, because Brigid's going to be able to find our Brigid. Once we find our Brigid, we're not going to lead the lands, blah, 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 blah. There are some activated abilities here. We have the Earthbend too. Just getting that critical mass of creatures can matter. Very important. One more thing to put flying counter on with Elspeth, etc., etc. And Abandoned Air Temple can help us in a pinch when we just need that little bit of a buff. So great little simple mana base here, and the deck's very, very consistent, very good. I hope you check them out. I love this set, guys. I love this set. All right, guys, have a beautiful day. I will see you in the next one. Please do like and subscribe if you're interested in more, and I'll see you around, guys. Bye. Thanks for checking out the gameplay. Let's get a nice little dub, baby. So I'm really excited about this. It's felt good so far. I just got to prove myself now. We like this hand. I love Personify. I weirdly do, probably too much. Let's pay the life, right? Because this is a green, unfortunately. I don't know how I feel about the Verges now. We have so many lands. I'm kind of wondering. I feel like I do my mana bases a little bit wrong sometimes, but I don't think it matters that much in this deck. You just need 1. You'll have 2 whites by the time you get to Elspeth. You know, you're not tripping. So let's do this and just chill. And it would be great if they try to bounce this or remove it. It's just like a big blowout, but we do want to save it if possible, obviously. So cool. Okay. Yeah, this is definitely not needed. We could get an extra Kithkin right now, but I think it's better to be patient here. Let's get this basic down. Ajani or Brigid? That's the question. I think you Brigid. Get that board presence, and we want to flip this as well, sort of as soon as possible, right? Because then we can make some insane mana. We don't have like huge spells in this deck. We do have a couple artifacts, like those Anthem artifacts. So the new one that I forgot the name of, with the first strike trample, and then we have the Banner of Kinship. And we did get actually our actual 4-drop of the deck, which is great. So we can get down to Johnny if we bossing say, right? Yeah, so cool. We flipped bossing. Jaboomy. Check this out. Freaking sick. Shabammy. Okay. Now, we will not swing, actually. And we'll hold up the Personify. This is not like sorcery speed or anything like this, so very great. Okay, invasion reinforcements. All right, you know, freaking it's the ally schmallies going on here, folks. Okay. I really like, I actually have 4 of this, I think, just coincidentally. So I should probably build the allied. Like, I didn't use any rares on him. I just got super lucky with South Pole here. Okay, great. So this is the kind of stuff. So what you do here is you block with this, and should we double block this guy? Because this is the guy that's actually good. You know what I mean? Let's do it. Well, no, 2 is fine. So let's just do this. Personify. Shaboomy. Absorb that. Get the guy back, right? Get your extra Kithkin. That's absorbed. Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. We're going to decline. so that we can do a huge for the common good. I really think this card is sick. So what we can do now with Ajani is we could kill this. But I think you just want to probably plus, keep it alive. And I think we want to do this first. So Brigid is 5 things right now. So yeah, let's 5. X would have to be 4. Wait, let me see. Wait. If, oh my God, sorry. 4, 5, so we have 9 mana. Oh my Jesus. So yeah, 4. Ooh, haha. Let's do this because it's cute. Shabammy. Okay, sorry about that. So what we just did is we gave all of our tokens indestructible. Okay, so we could swing here because we have tons of dudes. We're gonna keep this up as a blocker. Let's just get in some cheeky little damage, and then we'll Elspeth next turn, right? And this is the kind of line that, like, keep one of your dudes alive, get some more board presence, build up. Your planeswalker's still chilling. Your Brigid is still the best card on the entire field. And, I mean, think about the spells that you can cast here. Like, seriously, it's insane. So we have Indestructible, so I have no idea what they're doing. We could do a 4 block here, and we almost want this guy to die. They might now. They have some mana here, so this could end up bad. But we're gonna try it. Okay, cool. Goodbye. Yeah, we just have all our guys. You know, decline, and then you just freaking let's do this. Let's do everything that we can. Let's do this. Oh, we could have got that Elspeth first to double that. I'm actually so dumb. And we could wait. So but we could have doubled the mana, right, as well. So we could have laid the Roaming Throne, doubled Brigid, but it's like it's almost unnecessary. Like we're winning right here, so I got a little too excited, but I did want to try to get this if possible. The Roaming Throne, like, do we get it down here to just show you? Yeah, let's just. I was trying to think of how I messed up here, but you can just do Kith. I'm glad that this guy stayed around. Shabammy. And then Shaboomy. All right, and we totally, if the Roaming Throne was doubling all that, it's just bonkers. Oh, we could have done the Bossing Say, but Shaboom and Shabam. You know, it's pretty good, man. It's pretty good. So, very cool. They have 2 Planeswalkers that are very, very strong. They have to deal with. And obviously our boards and say, so cool. Yeah, they didn't have the best deck or anything like that. So we're going to get into one more here. Really fun so far. The hands always look good. The hands always look good, man. What can I say? I'm just like that, dude. Sheesh. Now, I didn't realize that we didn't have the white. Ooh. All right, let's... Yeah, lay the forest, I think? No, you lay the verge first? Whatever. Who cares, bro? I should learn. I think one thing I started forgetting is, like, just need to enjoy myself and not stress that much. You know, I know you guys, I'm trying to give you guys the best I can. So I feel a little subconscious sometimes, but it's like, I don't think anyone's tripping majorly or anything like that. Okay, do we get the land? Or do we get the Thoughtweft? Let's get the Thoughtweft. I don't know how to feel about this card. I'm pretty sure this is really good. And what I sort of realized is, like, with Roaming Throne, it should be doubling. This is a triggered ability, right? Yeah, so... Right? Am I tripping? Has it been that long? Am I starting to lose it? Yeah, I think you always just Brigid. Oh, this is Bloom Tender. I didn't even look. Ooh, okay. So maybe Oko. So I'm predicting Oko this turn, because Oko's going to be able to give your permanents all colors with his +2, I think. Oh my god, what the hell, bro? Damn. What the hell is going on with this deck? All right, let's transform 100%, right? See, that's what's so insane about Brigid. Like, look at this. Like, we're already getting the Elspeth down. That's sick. Like, that is sick, man. Ooh, we could just pop that. Do we just pop this? We do, right? 100%. Goodbye. Come again. I will swing. They do have some haste stuff, which is why I hesitated a second, but if they make a hasty play by going all in on the haste. Ooh, what the hell? I did not know. 2 treasure what? That's pretty good. Okay, we will decline. Yeah, I will decline. Now, we need to get down the Roaming Throne 100%, because then, I already messed up again, because I should have laid the... Actually, no, it's the same. It's the same, because... But do we mutable? Yeah, we mutable and Goldmeadow, right? Yeah, that's what we do. So you mutable. This should work, because, yeah, you get the 2 tokens from the Roaming Thrones, which is really, really great. And we could just, like, slap this down. Look, we just got 4 Moldal Vaults. It's sick, right? And then you just do this, and it's like you're feeling good. Let's just keep... Look at this guy just doing hella damage. Let's go. It's pretty good, man. I mean, obviously, I think one of the second guy of this, you probably want to play like 2 of this, 2 or 3. Probably 3, to be honest. Another Brigid. Just increase the consistency here. There's a lot of different angles I think you can kind of go with this. I'm still figuring it out. It's like day 1, you know. But pretty cool. What do you guys think? Is there something that I'm totally missing here? Definitely focusing more on the tokens, and Elspeth is 100%, and just like big Anthem stuff. It feels cool. I don't know what it feels like. It feels like simple, good, clean, fun magic. I don't know. I enjoy this stuff. I like filling up my board with a bunch of creatures that all sort of help each other. Now, this is pretty sick. I mean, they're doing something cool here. I'm not sure what it is. We are going to decline and decline, but we could have obviously got hella friggin' tokens. Well, we would have got 4 if we flipped it over, right? Actually, I should have just done that. But then I thought, hey, let's... Okay, so boom. So check this out. So Shabammy, the Roaming Throne's doubling all that. Let's lay this. Let's Earthbend. Okay, sure. Excellent, great. Oh, I tapped a mutagen. I didn't want to, but it's gonna be great anyway because I don't even care what's going on. And we could, we could have done the tokens, which would have doubled that 4 more times, which would be more damage. But I'm just trying to flex, right? Just trying to flex, and we didn't even use Brigid, just to like. We have 9. You know what I mean? It's like, this is really good, right? Like, damn, I don't know. I didn't think it would be this good, but it's really good. So, yeah, man. That was just 2 quick games or whatever, but they were back to back, and it's like day 1, and I did like no testing, and so that was cool. I hope you guys enjoyed. As I learn more, I'll let you guys know. We'll definitely be doing follow-ups. It's like, blah, blah, blah. I'm trying to get more consistent. I went through the most random crap the last couple months, so sorry about that, but I'm back to normal. Tell me what I missed. See you in the next video. I love you guys. Peace.